Hello, I'm going to read you a traditional tale today that comes all the way from China. Have a look at the map. We're up here, United Kingdom. We read a story this week that was set in Australia about a wombat. We read a traditional tale from Russia. Do you remember about those three animals who lived together and the two animals had to look after the third animal because he kept letting the fox in. He's a rather greedy cockerel. So that was from Russia. This is a story from China. It's a very big country, quite a long way from here. And this story is set a long, long, long time ago. And this is the hero. The hero of the story is Shen, and she's an amazing young girl, very brave, as you will find out. So I'm going to stop the sharing and we will start the story. The Magic Paintbrush. Go and catch some shrimps, Shen. Go and catch some fish. Go and gather oysters to fill the empty dish. Shen sits on the seashore. A stick is in her hand. She's not really fishing, is she? She sits there drawing pictures in the sand. She draws a flower, a flying fish. She draws a boat at sea, a hen, a hare, a dancing dog, a weeping willow tree. Can you see all those things? Can you see the dancing dog? I can see the boat at sea that she's drawn here. Flying fish. A hen, a hen. Dancing dog, and there's that empty bowl with nothing in, and I think her family are very, very poor and very hungry, so I think they were hoping Shen would be bringing back some food. The waves roll in and wash away the pictures in the sand, but on the rock there sits a man. A brush is in his hand. He looks around, he calls to Shen. Come here, he whispers. Hush, we don't want all the world to know about this magic brush. Ooh, so what's going to happen with this brush? He slips the brush into her hand and tells her to be sure never to paint for wealthy folk, but only for the poor. So wealthy folk, wealthy means rich and folk means people. So she mustn't do anything with this brush to benefit rich people. It's only for the poor. So she goes home and Mum is looking at this empty dish. And I think Dad and her brother are very hungry. And now they're wondering what on earth's going on, what they're going to eat. Did you catch some shrimps, Shen? Did you catch some fish? Did you gather oysters to fill the empty dish? No shrimps, no fish, no oysters. Shen laughs and runs inside. She paints a pot, then stands and waits until the paint has dried. It's the first time she's using her magic paintbrush. The paint dries on the paper. The painting of the pot is not a painting anymore, but real and steaming hot. Oh, the dish is full of fish, Shen. The pot is full of shrimps. The pot is full of oysters to fill the empty dish. Whoa. The village people hear the news and into the house they crush. The young and old all want to see Shen and this magic brush. Look, there they are. All the people from the village. How happy they are. She paints a melon for a boy. Can you see the melon? A ladder for a man. A basket for a woman. And a young girl gets a fan. And soon the news spreads far and wide, and people stand in queues. They ask for blankets, boats and buffaloes, for hats and coats and shoes. The news spreads over fields of rice and over desert sands, until at last, inside Shen's house, the powerful emperor stands. Now the emperor is like the richest and strongest person in the whole of China. He rules China and he can be very, very nasty if you don't do what he asks, and here he is. He's come to Shen's house. I order you to paint a tree and make it very big. Instead of leaves, paint golden coins, 100 on each twig. Shen shakes her head. Your Majesty, I promised to be sure never to paint for wealthy folk, but only for the poor. The Emperor scowls and stamps his foot. He bellows to his men. Seize the magic paintbrush and seize this girl called Shen. Oh dear. Shen's been very brave to stand up to him, but look, she's in a prison. Very scary. Now Shen sits in a prison upon a cold stone floor. She waits there till the Emperor opens the prison door. He holds the magic paintbrush. He orders, paint that tree. Paint me my tree of golden coins, and only then shall you go free. Shen takes the brush and, bowing low, says, Gracious Majesty, come back here in the morning and you shall have your tree. Oh, so she's going to give him what he wants. That night, the Emperor lies in bed and dreams about his tree, while Shen is busy painting a horse and then a key. The key turns in the prison door and Shen stands free outside. She climbs onto the horse's back and swiftly starts to ride. Clever Shen! She hasn't painted the tree at all. Where are my coins? The Emperor shouts. Where is my golden tree? Where is the magic brush? He cries. Who let the girl go free? He climbs onto his fastest horse and rides with all his men. Over the fields and desert sands they gallop after Shen. It's Shen, she's back again. The neighbours gather round. But Shen is painting silently while distant hoofbeats sound. She paints a mighty river, a river deep and wide. The Emperor and all the men stop on the other side. They can't cross it. The Emperor scowls and stamps his foot. He shakes his fist at Shen. I'll swim across your river, and so will all my men. But Shen is busy painting a beast with scales and claws. Its scarlet wings are open, and flames curl from its jaws. Oh, dear. My dragon needs a tail, says Shen, and then it will be real. Yes, then it will be roaring and hungry for a meal. Now shall I paint that tail, she asks, or would you rather go? She dips her brush into the pot. The Emperor cries out, no! He turns his horse and rides away. Away ride all his men. Shen takes the magic paintbrush and starts to paint again. She paints a mound of golden rice and cakes like little moons, and drums and flutes till all the streets ring out with merry tunes. The sun goes down, the moon comes out, and shines as bright as day, while Shen and all the villagers dance the night away. Well, that is a very happy ending to the story, and clever, brave Shen. She outwitted that emperor and made sure that it was the poor people who had the benefit of her magic brush. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.